My name's Callum and today I'm doing a follow-up review, kind of a little bit more in-depth after getting some more experience with the ToolPRO 12V mechanics toolkit. So I'll bring you in here and I'll talk to you about what I've found in the extra use I've had. So since making the last video, I've used these tools a lot. I've started doing a lot more kind of automotive work with them. There's a bit of gunk on the handle there. And I am absolutely loving them. I have no idea how I lived without them before. They're just so handy. The little impact driver, I use it now I've actually used it most of the time in place of my larger 18 volt normal impact driver, just because it's so much smaller and handier for automotive work. Especially I found this little adapter that allows me to use 1/4" hex bits and stuff in it, and that just has made this so much more versatile, and I am absolutely loving it. The ratchet, this is more of just an automotive based tool, but even then I'm still loving it. I love the control you can get taking out bolts and stuff. In tight places, the ability to crack the bolt and whiz it out without having to change around tools is so nice. As you can see, they've got a whole lot more wear on them since the last time. The white does show up all the gunk, but I don't really mind. They're work tools. They get used and abused. The battery life, I found, I said it was a little bit low in the previous video, but comparing it to my mate's 12 volt Milwaukee tools, they're actually about the same. I think I just need to pick up a 4 amp battery. Some of the like lights, battery life stickers and stuff have come off. They do scratch up quite easily. You can see the head of this is all scratched up. Everything's scratched up on this, but that's not a problem. I also pulled the head apart on this just to clean it up. It was really easy to take apart and maintain, which was fabulous. The sockets that come with them have held up really well. I've put them on a little rail and this kind of lives in the bag with them, and that's really convenient. I haven't had anything fail yet on them. Everything still functions the way it did when I got them. On the ratchet, some of the rubber on the back of the handle is starting to peel up, and on the batteries the rubber's starting to kind of come away. But I have used these very, very heavily. They've been dropped off the bench, they've been fallen into buckets of oil, or at least the ratchet partially has, and they've just held up astoundingly well. For the money, I think it's $150. You can't go wrong. And if these died today, I would go to Supercheap and buy a new one here and now, if coronavirus wasn't a thing. I'd click and collect one right now if these died. They are just so handy. The little gun for doing dash work and stuff, it's really useful. Yeah. So these are definitely, they're passing the test of time right now. The one thing is, with the impact gun, I feel like the actual anvil's a little bit undersized, because I put a socket on it, and some of them, especially larger sockets, they just wobble all over the place. And yeah, it just doesn't lock in larger sockets very well. Smaller sockets it's still fine, but larger sockets it's really loose. And things with, I call them blind holes, where there's actually no room for the anvil to stick through, like extensions. It just doesn't hold them on very well. See, I can just shake it off. Whereas if I put it on the ratchet, it doesn't want to come off. So I'm not sure why that's the case, whether it's the actual ring lock has just lost its expansion or what, but apart from that, this is a really great tool and it's definitely something that I can live with for the convenience that this provides. Watching, guys, hope you found this video a little bit more useful. Nice and quick condensed version of the video I put out a couple months ago. I am loving these tools, so thanks Supercheap for sending them out, and hopefully I can work with Supercheap to bring you some more tool videos.